Hi folks, Greeno here. Where am I today? Well, I am in Salford, so just outside of Manchester into the city of Salford. Apologies for the shadow here. The sun's just there, and any time a bus or a big lorry goes past, it cuts the sun out. So there we are. What am I doing here in Salford then? Well, I have come to try out a bit of a phenomenon in the sort of greater Manchester Salford area. It's a thing called Rice and Three. Now, a few of you might have seen videos online, particularly of a place called This and That, which is in Manchester, kind of city centre, where they do the similar kind of thing as here. Now, basically the idea of this is it's a cheap filling meal where you get a plate of rice and a choice of different curries. You pick 3 that you want, and it comes in at less than a tenner. Bargain, right? So, what we're going to do, we're going to come into the Maida one here, and we're going to try it out today. Now, this place was actually reviewed by Rayner in his Guardian newspaper column, and he raved about it. So if he's talking about it, it must be good, right? So we're going to get inside and find out what it's all about. Come with me. Right guys, so I've come in and sat down, found myself a nice quiet little table in a corner, as I tend to do. There's already a few people coming in. I'm here quite early in the service. There's already some customers coming in and eating. They do takeaways here as well, so some people coming in to sort of get some lunch to take away to their work and what have you. The menu is here. It's basically the same as the takeaway menu as far as I can work out. So they have daily specials of curries. So they'll make certain curries on a Tuesday, on a Wednesday, on a Thursday. So it kind of mixes it up a bit if you come on different days. The special with the Rice and Three, basically there are 6 curries every day. You get to choose any 3 of those 6 to go with your rice. I think that's pretty good. According to the menu here, that's just £8.50. £8.50. Sounds very reasonable to me. So out of the 6 that are available today, I have chosen keema peas. So that'll be minced lamb with peas in a curry. A chicken masala, so I'm guessing that's going to be relatively mild chicken curry, and a chana curry, so that's chickpeas. So I wanted to get something with a lamb flavour, with a chicken flavour, and a vegetarian dish. So that's what I've gone for. With the rice, that should come to £8.50. I've ordered a naan as a side as well, just £1 for a naan. Can't go wrong, can you? And I grabbed myself a Diet Coke out of their fridge. Again, just £1 for a can of Coke. I don't think that's unreasonable. So, all things being equal, unless the pricing is different to this, I don't see why it would be, that's going to cost me just £10.50 for lunch. I think that's really, really reasonable. Now, like I say, in here they do other things as well. Again, if we refer to this menu, they have sort of grilled starters, lamb chops, chicken tikka, lamb mince kebabs. I mean, the mince kebabs, for 2 pieces of it, is just £2. A mixed grill, chicken tikka, lamb chops and cheek kebab, £8. Sounds very reasonable. Lots and lots of different sides as well. Fries, onion rings, onion bhajis, all sorts of things like that, salads. So yeah, you can sort of mix and match around your curry as you like. And there's stuff for kids as well, even down to chicken nuggets and chips. So you could pop in here with your family and get a really nice cheap feed. You can get a nice curry, and if your kids aren't into that, there's something for them too. Yeah, I gotta say, I like the idea of this place. Is it the plushest place I've ever eaten in? No, of course not. It's kind of cafeteria kind of vibes. But I mean, when you're paying that kind of money for lunch, what do you expect? Like plush leather sofas and velvet furnishings? I don't think so. Goodness me, folks. My lunch has arrived. And what a feast this looks. It looks incredible, and the smells coming off it are brilliant. Why don't you come in and take a closer look? Righto folks, what do you make of that? This looks like a real treat, doesn't it? I did not expect a portion like this. Now, the plate may not be the biggest, but it's been piled high with goodness. So let's have a little look what we've got on here. We've got the keema peas here. Loads of mince in there. Look at that. Spinning round, we get to the chicken masala, which looks a nice colour. Nice lumps of chicken in there. And then we'll come round here and we've got the chana there, the chickpeas. One of my favourite things from an Indian restaurant is a nice little chickpea side dish, a chana masala or something. The rice underneath, nice kind of pulao rice, and it looks really nice and fluffy. That's good. All topped with a nice little bit of coriander and some fresh chilies. That's great. It comes with a little side salad here. So we've got a pickled chilli in here. That's a little onion chutney there, lettuce, tomato, cucumber, a little bit of raw onion, and some lemon juice just to squeeze over the top. And this naan, I mean, look at this. This is £1, don't forget. £1 for this naan. I mean, that's like, it's like a Magritte painting now, isn't it? Look. Big fan of Rene Magritte myself, so that's tickled me if nobody else. Let's get stuck into this curry then. Where am I going to start? I think I'm going to start with the chicken one. So, like I say, it looks to have nice chunks of chicken in. We'll try the sauce first, see what kind of spice level we've got. Relatively mild, but because I've got a little bit of that fresh chilli over the top, I had a tiny little bit of that, and it just popped alive. God. Let's see if I can just get it on its own without that extra chilli on top. It does have a reasonable chilli spice to it. Not overpowering by any stretch of the imagination. But a really nice blend of flavours. God, that's good. The chicken in there is lovely and tender. It really is. They've given me a fork and a spoon here. No knife. I don't need a knife. The chicken just falls apart using a fork. Here we go. Take a look at that chicken, folks. So soft. So tender. And that sauce is lovely. I mean, if I was to go into a regular curry house, order a chicken curry of some description, you know, just a regular chicken curry, and it was to come out like this, I would be more than happy. Full of flavour, nice level of spicing, and cooked really, really nicely. Let's come around to this chana now. So this is a chana, I'm guessing a masala. It's going to be a similar kind of flavour profile, I think, to the chicken curry, but obviously with chickpeas in. A little milder, and the actual flavour and the texture of the chickpeas kind of dulls down the flavour a little bit as well. Not in a bad way. I do like the flavour of chickpeas, and I really think they work very, very well in Indian food. I say probably chickpeas and spinach would be some of my go-to kind of side dishes with Indian food. But yeah, these are really tasty. Those chickpeas are lovely and soft, not mushy. They're holding their structural integrity, but they're not hard over. They're cooked just right. And again, even though it's quite a mild sauce, with that little bit of fresh chilli over the top, that gives you a little zing time to time. Oh, so good, so good. That was as good a chickpea side dish as you'd get in any curry house around the country, I reckon. Keema peas now. Now, I did wonder when I ordered this how much mince was going to be in there. It's absolutely packed. Absolutely packed. A little petit pois in there as well. Again, let me bring that up a little bit closer for you to take a look at. Wow. Quite mildly spiced. It's lamb mince. So you've got that intense kind of lamb flavour to it. Because it's lightly spiced, you can really get the flavour of those peas in there. And again, They're a sweet little pop as you bite into them. Oh, that's yummy. Think, if you will, like an Indian spiced shepherd's pie filling. That's what we're dealing with here. Lovely and meaty, plenty of flavour. That little sweet pop from the veggies. Oh yeah. That is so tasty, so tasty. I gotta say, from what I understand, there are quite a few of these rice and three places around the greater Manchester area. I mean, I know the pedants will say I'm in Salford, not Manchester, and classing it as greater Manchester. There's a load of them around. I can see why they're so popular. It's a really good meal, giving you the opportunity to try different curries. I think there are about 15 or so that they rotate during the week. You can come in, and for a very, very reasonable price, you can try 3 different curries. I mean, imagine if you went into a curry house and ordered 3 different curries. All right, you're going to get a slightly larger portion of each than you get here. But to get 3 curries and rice, that's going to cost you 25, 30, 35 pounds, depending on where you live. This is under a tenner. And it's so tasty. The rice, like I say, perfectly cooked, individual grains, no clumping in there. It's really nice. The salad here, nice and fresh looking. Then you can use that, intersperse it with things, gives you a nice little fresh taste. Cleanses the palate a little bit as you move on to your next curry. We haven't tried the naan yet, have we? Like I say, this thing is blooming enormous. Let's just rip a piece off. So it's almost like pita bread consistency. So it's quite a thin naan, a little bit pillowy around the outside, and perfectly tasty. Perfectly tasty. And of course, you can just dip that into your curries, and off you go. And do you really need naan when you have rice? Probably not. I like it. So we're keeping it. And you can just grab little bits of it, pick up little bits of your curry. So good. So good. Right, I'm going to finish this up. Goodness me. It's much better than I expected it to be, I have to confess. But yeah, I'm going to plough my way through this, and then we'll head outside and we'll talk about it some more. But gotta say, I'm impressed. Right then, folks. Yet another winner. What a place. I tell you what, I sat down and had a chat with the owners for a little while. Lovely, lovely people. They set up there about 3 years ago, and apparently the first couple of years were really tough. Then they got a decent review from one of the local websites around Manchester food. That helped. Rayner's review, of course, has helped. And hopefully this review will help. Hopefully some of you guys, if you're in Manchester, will take the trip over to Salford here. It's not far from the city centre. It's taken me less than 20 minutes to walk here. And it's great. Lovely, lovely people. Just doing good food inexpensively. The curries, that keema peas was my favourite. Really, really tasty. The chicken masala, good too. And that chana, I mean, I love chickpeas, so that was always going to work for me. Really, really happy with that. And so they got a few different curries that they rotate throughout the week. So you're going to get different things depending on what time, what day of the week you come. But it's just inexpensive. That naan, £1. I mean, good Lord. Exceptional, exceptional. So, I've got to give this a score, haven't I? I mean, value for money wise, it's got to be a 5 out of 5, hasn't it? There was nothing on there that if I'd got it in a regular curry house, I would have been unhappy with. The rice was nicely cooked. The curries were nicely cooked and well flavoured. Nicely presented with the coriander on top and a bit of the fresh chilli too, just to give it that extra zing. The naan, like I say, was it the best naan I've ever had? No. It's a quid though. It's just mad. It's just mad. Even a can of pop. How many times do you go into a place and a soft drink costs you $2.50, $3.50? Just a pound in there. Just a pound. It's brilliant. It's brilliant. I can see why Rayner travelled all the way up from London to try this place out. I mean, you think about it, right? $8.50 for that curry, the rice and three, £1 for the drink, and £1 for the naan. That's £10.50. I've paid more than that on this channel for a sandwich. It's mad. It's mad. Get down here to the Maida Grill House in Salford if you get the opportunity and try them out. Lovely people and a small business that really, really deserves your support. Quick edit into the video here. Forgot to say whether it got Greeno's green light or not. What do you reckon? Maida Grill House in Salford. Green light all day long. Loved it. Right, now back to past Greeno, who's going to finish up the video. Right then folks, so if you've enjoyed this video where I featured the Maida Grill House here in Salford, don't forget to click a thumbs up on there for me. It does help with the channel. And if you're new around here and you've enjoyed this video, take a little look around, see what else you might find that you'll enjoy too. And if you do, click that subscribe button, ding your bell for notifications. That way YouTube will tell you when new videos come up. And you know what? Here I am. Well, I'm not in Manchester, I'm in Salford before the pedants start on me. But look, blue sky, it's not raining. Doesn't always rain in Manchester. Who believes it, eh? Right, so where are you going to find me next? Well, I'm not sure. I've got a train to catch back down to Dorset again this afternoon. So, yeah, but I've enjoyed my time up here, Manchester, Salford. Brings back some happy memories of my brief student days up here. Only brief because I wasn't very good at what I was doing, I don't think. Anyway, I will catch you on the next one. Bye for now.